allegiance to the flag
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Donna, roll call vote, please.
Mayor Swikert,
Here.
Alderman Turner,
Here.
Alderman Torlina,
Here.
Alderman Pellerito,
Here.
Alderman Potter,
Here.
Alderman Bernard,
here,
Alderman Law.
Here.
You have a quorum, ma'am.
Okay, I don't know if we have Pastor Mark Dumas from the Wentzville United Methodist Church. Let's see if I see him. You don't see him on? Okay, Donna, thank you. Announcements, I have none. Committee reports, I don't think we have anyone here from an HOA. So we'll go on to the next one. Planning and Zoning Commission, John.
We met on October the 3rd, and there were 3 items on the agenda. First one was a text amendment for the St. Louis Bridge Church to allow the church facility permission to operate permanently. It's on Arf Road, by the way, formerly only a temporary facility, and that was approved. Second thing was a site plan review and special use permit for the same church, St. Louis Bridge, continue operation of the existing church, operation of a daycare facility, installation of a 2,000 plus square foot enclosed children play area, and construction of a storage building in the back. The car wash on Highway N, adjacent to residential property, but it was approved with the following condition, that it had insufficient landscape buffer, and they were supposed to meet with the city arborist to address that. That's it.
where was
Thanks,
that at, John, on Highway N? Is it across the street from Summers Landing?
No,
right
it's next to QT.
It's right below Summers
Right.
Lane.
It's across the street from the other car wash. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I need some cars washed.
Yeah, this one's a little bit different. It's more of a drive-through. It's not like detail driven where you get out and they
Yeah.
kind of clean it all up. So it's a little bit
Self-service car wash.
more self-serve, yeah. Tree board, Jason. I mean, park board, Jason. I'm looking right at park board. Sorry.
No meeting. We didn't have a meeting yet.
Okay, tree board, Gary.
As far as I know, we're still scheduled to meet in October.
Okay, thanks. And I was not able, at the last minute, I got a nail in my tire and we were going out of town to go to a wedding. So I had to miss that. I had to get tires put on my car instead. But they did, I guess, 3 of the, 2 of the park or tree board and Darren went out to receive the award. And I want to say this might be our 18th year. I can't recall that we've been a tree city.
What was the award, Kathy? Do you recall?
Well, you know how they did the award ceremonies in the past? They were doing it outside at Rockwood's Reservation in 2-hour increments. They divided the day up into like 4 different 2-hour increments. And then you selected which one you wanted to go to. And then I think they had like a box snack type lunch or whatever. I wasn't, like I said, at the last minute, it was a day, late afternoon, the day before I had to cancel.
It was either 2002 or 2003 when it became, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it seemed like last year was 17, but I could be wrong.
Could be right. 2002, 2003, who knows?
And I don't know that I'm looking to see if we have anybody else on. It doesn't look like we have anybody else on with than the city. So I don't think we need to go through the A&F unless somebody really wants to.
Okay with me.
Okay, Gary. Development Review Board, Mike?
What is it? Where Deerberg's and the drive-through car wash.
Yeah, next
that's-
Thursday.
Next Thursday, right?
Right,
Is it this Thursday or next Thursday?
next Thursday.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's it.
City Image Advisory Committee,
We
Karen?
have not met.
Are you guys planning to meet anytime soon or?
George, do we have any discussion on meeting?
No, ma'am.
All right,
Can I ask a question?
sure.
Are this for Kathy? Are all our committees fully complemented? Do we have people? on all-
No, we're
enough people?
probably going to need somebody on the tree board. Ken Spoden gave his resignation. We kind of don't like to have people on more than one board, especially being on a board like planning and zoning.
Yeah.
So we'll probably need somebody on tree board. And then, you know, I know we've kind of put on hiatus the environmental committee, so that one.
What
I think-
about the image advisory committee? Does they have a complement?
Are we fully staffed?
I
Yes,
thought-
we are.
I thought we were.
Yeah,
Okay.
losing Ken, and he was a great choice, I believe, for planning and zoning.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
thanks.
So,
doing DRB, is that right?
yes,
Yeah.
he's the liaison. He got it through default. He took Bill Fridley's place.
Yeah, okay.
But we will need somebody, and we might have to put something out in news time again, looking for somebody for tree board.
Yeah, 'cause he was tree board.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be on park board. Tree board though, we've had an interest throughout the years, so.
It works.
Mhm. Other reports, I did meet with the ambassadors, this past, that's with the community association, but they have a lot of members now that are not in the community association. So they do take members that are not in the CA. I think they can have maybe 25% of their membership can be outside of the, community association. And, I usually meet with them a couple times a year to give them an update on the city. And so I took kind of what, thanks so much to George for updating it and putting it together. And then both of us almost forgot Deerbergs, how we could forget that. And just kind of gave them an update on what had happened since I talked to them in early February, where, the picture was a lot rosier. We were talking about a city park at the Meadows, some things have changed. But surprisingly, it hasn't been as bad as we thought. We gave a little update on what the city had done with COVID, new businesses, our sales tax receipts, which are looking a lot better than we anticipated. Housing sales, who would have thought, that, Karen, just going out of the roof. So if anyone is planning to give any kind of updates to like their homeowners associations or anything coming up, we can provide that package. We could even put it out on the city's website if that might be something residents would like to see. But just throwing that out there, if anyone wants to give an update, it's a really nice package, and then you can add anything you want to it. But it's really well done again from George. So thank you, George. Is there any other reports?
You should have gotten a notice today for a municipal league meeting on the 27th. It's a good time. They're going to be inviting like the Missouri senators and representatives that are on the ballot for November. So it's a good chance to speak with them, see what their issues are. We also had formed a bylaws committee, and somehow or another I got made the chair of the bylaws committee for the municipal league board. So, well, that's what I get for volunteering somebody else for a job. So, but other than that, there's not much going on with that other than the dinner that night.
Kathy,
And we're,
Kathy?
Yeah.
On.
What's
uh,
that?
there's the Board of Adjustments meeting, I think either Wednesday or Thursday this week. I've got it on my calendar, but I don't have my calendar with me.
okay,
So also, just point of information, at Heritage of Hawk Ridge, we are now resident owned, or how should I say it? The homeowners association are all residents now.
oh, well, good. That's
I
good.
think
to hear.
officially it's either this month or next.
Wow, that took a while.
Kathy,
We still have the same lady for Lewis's information, Kelly is still our property manager, and so she's still the point of contact with the city. The same way for Lewis. I mean, for Derek, I'm sorry.
Okay. And what-
Kathy. Kathy,
Thanks, Gary. Mike? You-
yeah, this is something that's, I thought the best time to do it because I think it'll be quick.
Okay.
Chuck Rodebush called Paul and wanted to DNX 1 acre of land, part of Buck's property, I think it is. And he wants to build a building there. And the reason he wants to DNX because we don't permit boat storage.
Mhm.
Now, you can say what you want, you know, and Paul said he didn't think it would work. And he said, he's going to call me, or told him to call me. And I told him that I would give it to the board, but I doubted that anything would happen. And I can see a couple different points. It'd be nice if we could get that. We're going to look at that boat storage REs in the city.
What was that, Mike? We're gonna,
Either way, we're gonna see that boat storage use, whether he's in the county or in the city.
that's true. That's true.
Okay. And so I don't know. The only way I would even think about it is if he brought it all into the city, but I don't think anybody's going to vote for that. And so I told him. Anybody have any? Anybody want to do it? And Paul's point is, it's bad policy to DNX property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are a lake community. Why don't we allow boat storage, at least indoor storage?
I
Well,
don't
his
know.
is, a lot of his is outdoor. And you'd
Almost
have people,
outdoor.
yeah, and I think he does have some indoor, Mike.
He does. He does.
But most of it, you're right, is outdoor. And then and I think there might be there could be mobile homes there, not mobile, motor homes
Trailers.
there.
There's trailers.
And then you run
everywhere.
into where people think something looks junky. They have a junky cover on it, you know, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, it's a tough deal.
Why
I mean,
not?
yeah,
Is
We're
this
gonna look at it anyway.
this the one by where you get on 70 at
Yeah.
Lake St. Louis Boulevard?
There's two of them.
no,
actually.
not 70.
I mean, 40, 64.
Yeah, 64. Yep, that's it.
There's two of them, actually.
Hmm.
One down the street. He owns both of those.
Yeah.
He owns they're separated a little bit.
Right. And there's also lifts sitting out there. I mean, I don't necessarily have an issue, but then if we started getting complaints, right now we could say it's county, but there'd be people that would complain.
Oh, sure.
I can guarantee.
Regardless, I think Paul's right. The de-annexing is not a good practice.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something we want to start.
I ain't got
doing.
no problem with it. I'm just saying, we're gonna be looking at that boat storage, whether it's in the city.
Oh,
or
I
in the-
agree.
Oh, yeah.
I
yeah.
agree. It's just
But I
annexing.
don't think he'd come into the city anyway.
He probably wouldn't want to, then the additional taxes and things like that.
I mean, everybody agrees with it. I'll call him back and tell him no.
Yeah. No to the annexing.
Yeah, that article of acre of property there. He wants to buy.
We lost Jason, by the way. He's trying to get back on.
Okay.
Who?
Jason?
Oh,
And then you all should have seen, and we could think about that if you want to. I don't know if everyone wants to give an answer right now, but I guess you could think about
on
that.
Chuck's deal?
On Chuck's deal, yeah.
I don't care. Just tell me what you guys want to do. I can go either way, but if I was going the other way, I would say we're gonna allow you a special use permit for the one as, you own the property. But I don't care.
What does he think he wants to put there?
An office building
His or
Storage.
behind it.
for him? An office
Mhm.
building for him or somebody else?
For him.
Oh.
Have
Paul,
you ever
you're
been in there?
muted, Paul.
Yeah, well, sorry about that. I was muted. He told me that he has 40 people wanting to store their pontoon boats and he needed more room for pontoons.
So that sounds like more than.
Oh, I
one.
thought
Yeah.
I thought you told me it was an office building. That's another storage building. Oh,
Hmm.
well,
He didn't mention office building to me. He mentions pontoon boats.
What is the property currently zoned right now, Paul?
It's
It's
not
Duke's
in the
property,
city.
it's highway commercial.
Oh, it's the same spot I'm thinking, right there off the freeway, right? At the intersection, the interchange?
Yeah.
That's unincorporated, isn't it?
No,
But he wants a little piece of the Muck's property.
Oh, all right, never mind.
You gotta drive through that unincorporated subdivision to get there.
Right.
That's fun.
That we don't want to ever incorporate, or at least not
Yeah,
now.
that's fun driving through there.
And so
So you
I
want me
don't
to
know
call
if
him
everyone,
and say no?
does everybody have an answer? I don't know. I just think it presents a lot of problems doing that right now.
I don't think you want to set that precedent, do you?
My answer is
I'm
no.
not for it. I'm just asking you, to answer me.
Mike, my answer is no.
Okay, how many?
Karen?
That's 3.
Mine is indifferent.
Okay. Karen?
I'm indifferent.
No.
Gary, that's
Indifferent.
you.
Oh, Gary,
Jason,
sorry about that, Kathy.
I'm
is
indifferent.
Jason on?
He's trying to get on.
Jason. Oh,
What the hell is
and
it?
you're unclear.
Yeah,
He on?
he's trying to get, I saw him pop on for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're waiting for Jason, everybody should have received an email from me on the Community Association, the joint CA board and city board for Thursday, October 29th at 3:15. And as Heather said, they have a mask requirement, and she will emphasize to everyone that they need to keep their masks on. She said they're supposed to anyway, unless you're eating and drinking. And I was at the, when I was at the ambassadors, they were all really good about keeping their masks on, other than, like I said, that when they were eating. And Paul was there. I thought they had, they're pretty good about it.
I'll be out of town.
There won't be.
Okay.
I think I will be too.
Okay, we'll need to have, so
I
we'll
will
need
be
to have the other 4, I think, available, or else we wouldn't be able to have the meeting.
I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm
Karen?
okay.
and then John and Jason, I don't know what your schedules look like.
I'm open to it, but I want to make sure that they they set us apart at the meeting and everybody keeps their mask on, and of course they got a mouthful of food.
I don't think we're getting fed anyway, are we?
She said they're having like snacks, so I don't know what that means. They aren't having a regular meal, so I think it'd be up to you if you even want, not like you have to have anything. We'll see if when Jason gets back on. And I guess we'll wait till we can go back, Mike, and ask Jason maybe
I
in
could send him a message, but I think.
the end of the
he's trying to
meeting
get on.
about the, what his thoughts are on Chuck's property, de-annexing it. And the only thing is to have a special use permit. We don't have that category right now, so I don't know what you would have. Right, Paul? We don't have that anywhere in our zoning, do we?
We have some outdoor storage allowed, but that's through a pre-annexation agreement.
Okay.
I am not fault server understands. I just told him I'd ask the board. I'm
No,
not
that's
trying
okay.
to promote.
No, and I agree that it's there no matter what. It's just de-annexing property just to get around something. And then so then he wants another acre or 2 or.
So
somebody else.
are you against it? Would you
I'm
vote
just
no if you had
against
to break the tie?
de-annexing it. I'm against de-annexing it. I mean, at one time we talked about, and I would never do an involuntary annexation with his property. If he wanted to come into the city, we'd have to do something different with our zoning, I guess, to allow that. But I don't think he's ever wanted to, has he, Paul?
He doesn't want to come into the city.
Okay.
So I'll tell him that.
Well, Jason hasn't answered, so I don't know what he thinks.
Now you're the 4th vote. So what difference does it make?
Let's move on.
Okay, public hearings, we don't have any. Calendar, Paul.
All right, So I'm showing the Board of Adjustment meeting, not this week, but on the 15th, Gary.
Okay,
Louis, is that
I
correct?
had it on my calendar. I just didn't remember.
Okay, so yeah, it's the 15th. I think the City Image Advisory Committee is supposed to meet on the 12th, but I'm not sure if that meeting is going to occur.
I don't think we have anything to discuss.
Yeah. So then our next meeting is on the 19th.
Paul, can you ask Louis? I think he told me that November, we're not having a P and Z in November.
Louis?
Yeah, we didn't receive any applications, and based on the discussion today, we're probably not going to put the code update on the agenda. Normally, we wait a couple days after the deadline to see if we get any late applications.
Okay.
It looks like we'll probably be canceling it.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thanks, Louis. Good question. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the September 21st, 2020 special meeting and the September 21st, 2020 regular meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as stated below?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I,
Opposed? Appointments, I have none. Public comment, I don't think there's any public even on here, so let me check again. No,
There's Jason. Hey, Jason.
I'm back.
Good.
Was I able to help you?
good, you got that.
It's my
done.
charter internet. It's going out. I'm sorry.
Oh, you had that problem before, didn't you?
Yeah, it's terrible over on my side.
Huh,
Hey, Mike, you might want to ask Jason again about that, so we
Oh.
get everybody to vote.
okay. Jason,
Yes.
hey, you on? Okay. Chuck Rutherbush called Paul, and Paul told him to call me, or he just called me, whatever. He wanted to buy an acre of land on the Muck property, and he wanted a de-annex from the city because the city won't allow boat storage, and all that is true. Okay, he wants to build, evidently wants to build another storage building. And I told him that I would ask the board, but said, don't get your hopes up because I don't think it'll pass.
So we can't have
You want a
boat
DA
storage in Lake St. Louis?
outside, no.
He's asking to de-annex that acre.
An acre.
But we have boat storage in Lake St. Louis off Hankey Road.
That was-
Jason, there's some boat storage that's allowed by pre-annexation agreement. This would not be a pre-annexation agreement.
Wasn't
So
Chuck
is this
on
is-
that too? I'm
This
sorry.
is- This is an acre of ground that's in addition to where he's storing boats that's in unincorporated now, correct?
Oh, the acre of ground, the existing facility is in St. Charles County. The acre of ground he wants to annex is in the city.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't want to annex, he wants to buy. And he wanted the city to de-annex because it's touching his property and he's in St. Charles County.
Paul, what's your take on it? What do you think?
I told him that I'd recommend that we not do this. I think it's bad precedent to de-annex land. You have that happen, then you're gonna get other people coming at you asking to de-annex land. And I just think it's a really bad idea.
Now,
I
with
see.
all this land stuff going on, is there any way to help him, say, by allowing boat storage in that area
You know where it's at, don't you, Jason?
next to Hawk Ridge? I know.
No, I meant, well, it's very close.
Oh,
to-
it's not gonna back up
Not
Hawk
that-
Ridge.
yeah,
It's not gonna back.
But yeah.
It's
I'll change my indifferent to no.
okay.
We see what it looks
I
like.
thought I didn't know what he wanted to do exactly.
Okay, that's enough. I'll tell him
Okay,
no.
go on.
Okay. No.
You didn't miss anything, Jason.
Okay.
Okay, we have no tabled items. We have no old business. Under new business, do I have a motion for the first reading of bill number 4368 in title only?
I move for first reading of bill number 4368 by title only.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Donna, could you read the bill, please?
Bill number 4368, an ordinance to authorize the mayor, city administrator, city clerk, and city staff to perform all acts necessary to acquire the easements for the Ronald Reagan and Hawk Ridge Trail Improvement Project.
Move for second reading of bill number 4368 by title only.
Second.
All is in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Donna, could you read the bill again?
Bill number 4368, an ordinance to authorize the mayor, city administrator, city clerk, and city staff to perform all acts necessary to acquire the easements for the Ronald Reagan and Hawk Ridge Trail Improvement Project.
Move to accept the second reading of bill number 4368 and assign next ordinance number.
Second.
Donna, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Torlina,
Aye.
Alderman Pellerito,
Aye.
Alderman Potter,
Aye.
Alderman Bernard,
Aye.
Alderman Law.
Aye.
Motion passes. Ordinance number 4155.
Do I have a motion for the first reading of bill number 4369 in title only?
Motion for the first reading of bill 4369 by title only.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Donna, could you read the bill, please?
Bill number 4369, an ordinance to authorize the purchase and delivery of salt from Compass Minerals under the St. Charles County Cooperative Purchasing Agreement for the city of Lake St. Louis, Missouri.
Motion for the second reading of bill number 4369 by title only.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Donna, could you read the bill again?
Bill number 4369, an ordinance to authorize the purchase of delivery of salt from Compass Minerals under the St. Charles County Cooperative Purchasing Agreement for the city of Lake St. Louis, Missouri.
Motion to accept the second reading of bill number 4369 and assign the next ordinance number.
Second.
Donna, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Torlina,
Aye.
Alderman Pellerito,
Aye.
Alderman Potter,
Aye.
Alderman Bernard,
Aye.
Alderman Law.
Aye.
Motion passes. Ordinance number 4156.
Do I have a motion for the first reading of bill number 4370 in title only?
Motion for the first reading of bill number 4370 in title only.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Donna, could you read the bill, please?
Number 4370, an ordinance to adopt a budget revision for the city of Lake St. Louis's budgets for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2020 and ending June 30th, 2021.
Motion for the second reading of bill number 4370 in title only.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Donna, could you read the bill again?
Bill number 4370, an ordinance to adopt a budget revision for the city of Lake St. Louis's budgets for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2020, ending June 30th, 2021.
Motion to accept the second reading of bill number 4370 and sign the next ordinance number.
Second.
Donna, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Torlina,
Aye.
Alderman Pellerito,
Aye.
Alderman Potter,
Aye.
Alderman Bernard,
Aye.
Alderman Law.
Aye.
Motion passes. Ordinance number 4157.
Resolution number 10-05-21, a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign a grant application requesting funds from Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation on behalf of the city of Lake St. Louis. Do I have a motion?
Motion to
Motion
approve.
to approve.
Second.
Second.
Donna, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Torlina,
Aye.
Alderman Pellerito,
Aye.
Alderman Potter, Alderman Bernard,
Aye.
Alderman Law.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Board comments, and I don't know who I started with the last time, but Let's see, Gary Torlina.
Yeah, I got a comment. I understand that Nancy Zergus was up there cutting the grass on the islands at Hawk Ridge Circle again this morning. Where do we stand with that Business Park Association's new covenants or indentures or whatever it's called?
Louis,
Anybody?
can you, yeah, go ahead, Louis.
Yeah, so last week we mailed letters to property owners in subdivisions that, to our knowledge, didn't have an active business association. And I think that only ended up being the Hawk Ridge Business Park and Lake St. Louis Center. So whenever we get a complaint, we can and take a look. And if it's a grass complaint, it'll go through our process. And if we need to mow it, we can assess those individual property owners for the fee. So we can
So they
enforce.
now know it's their responsibility. Is that right?
Yes, we mailed them a notice and a copy of the ordinance, making it clear that, what the new requirements were and that they needed to come into compliance as soon as possible.
Okay, that's all I got, Mayor.
Okay. Mike.
Nothing.
Okay. John.
Just a shout out to Louis for doing all that hard work. You did an excellent job, Louis.
He did. Good job. I agree. Karen.
I agree with John. Great job, Louis. I know it's a lot of work, but we appreciate all your hard work. Thank you.
Gary Turner.
I've agreed too much with John tonight, but I agree with him.
Clones now.
It'll change.
Jason.
I have nothing, Mayor.
Okay. Chief.
Yeah, no comments, Mayor.
He's hiding
Okay.
today.
Let's see. Renee. I don't know if she's still on.
I don't think she's on anymore.
She was earlier, but okay, I don't see her on. Let's see. George.
Oh, ma'am.
That is it.
I saw Derek.
Derek.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Derek.
Yeah, our contractor was out today to try and replace the signal that got knocked down by that dump truck driver at Hawk Ridge Trail and Ronald Reagan. Unfortunately, they ordered a signal upright with the wrong bolt pattern at the base, so they had to pack it all up and take it back to the shop, and they're going to try and figure out what to do. It's not going to cost us any extra money, but it's going to hold things up a little bit longer. So it's been a long time, but it's getting close.
That's
Okay.
the same one. That was the same one from before, I assume, right? The one that knocked it down last year?
Yeah, it's been probably 9 months or so waiting for that. That's how long it takes for a signal to get made and
Wow.
get installed. So, they just got it fabricated and just got delivery of it about a month ago. So they got it scheduled and started to install it, but things didn't work out quite as they expected. So they've got to figure out what to do from here, and it was their error. So it's not going to cost us anything, but it is going to delay it a little bit further.
Mayor, may I ask him a quick question? Derek? What was the results of that study for, we have somebody who was requesting that we put up some speed humps on over on Bramer Parkway because of speeders. I know you put the equipment out there, so I tried to drive it like 20 miles an hour over it just to skew your numbers.
Well, we put the counters out and those were taken off the road, but I don't think the data has been downloaded yet.
Okay.
So,
Just curious, and that may be something. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It may be something we might want to discuss. It may come up, and I know I've sent Mike, you've been CC'd on this also. So
I'll share the results with you, and if it's dramatic one way or the other, we may want to discuss it with the board, or unless it really comes out that the data says that it's really not necessary.
yeah, and that would be my thought. But thank you, Gary.
Yeah, every street thinks that their street's the worst one for speeding. I mean, how
And
many
the
of those?
minute you put one up, some neighbor won't want it.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yeah.
Like I said, I went really slow on purpose just to skew the numbers.
Thanks, Derek. George,
No, you,
did I already say George?
Yeah.
Okay. Lewis, thanks again, Lewis. I know that was a lot of work, all the coordination with property owners, the consultants and everything, but good job.
Oh, thank you, and I appreciate everyone's feedback, and I know it's a lot of information to take in, but I think we've got some good comments, and we'll keep moving forward.
Okay, thank you. Paul,
Didn't have anything, Mayor.
okay. Matt?
I don't have anything to share with you right now, but we do have a short executive session. My partner, Rob Clark, is on the line,
Okay,
and Rob is going to speak a little bit to you about issues with the meadows.
okay, thank you. And do we also have the, don't we have some land offers that we have to discuss too?
Yes,
that-
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, thanks, Matt. Donna?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I really don't have a lot, for this meeting. Trying to think what's been kind of a lot of hectic couple weeks. Planning and zoning went well. We only had a couple comments. And Derek, this might be a question for you. One of their concerns is the people that live in that first road, and I don't know if that's Red Baron Drive, that right when you get off Highway N and on Summers Landing, if you were to miss QT and make the next right, which they say that happens a lot. And I don't know if there's any way you could have a sign, no outlet. I mean, even though it is an outlet, I don't know if there's any type of signage we could have there so people aren't, I said, well, if you have the sign there on the street, people still might turn around your driveways then, if they don't think they can get through with the street. So I don't know if there's a solution to that.
Yeah, the typical signs you would put up would be either a dead end or a no outlet sign, although there is an outlet and it's not a dead end. And I don't know that that would help much if somebody was trying to turn around anyway, because they're not trying to get through, they're just trying to turn around.
Right, yeah, I don't think anyone's trying to bypass anything by going through there. I wouldn't, that doesn't seem like that's the issue. It's just they miss, oh, I'm supposed to turn that way.
At one point, there was complaints about the high school, that people were cutting through there to avoid the signal.
I was thinking about that. I remember that. And didn't the school discuss that with the students?
I think they tried to address it through the school. I think it got better. I think our PD went out down there and did some enforcement, and I'm not sure if they did some counts to try and track how many people were actually doing that. I'm not sure what we could do about it. We could pass an ordinance and post a sign, but it's pretty tough to enforce. That bypass traffic, though, to the high school should get better if Allen's connecting one of the streets through. So I'm not sure what I would recommend.
Okay. Okay, thanks. I wasn't sure if there was, because they had a concern with the, now with the car wash that would bring in additional traffic. I mean, yeah, car washes, seems like that's kind of, to me, seasonal, after a big snow or something like that, you get a ton of people to the car wash, but I don't know if that's the case all the time, that it's super busy, but. And like I said, we have that CA meeting coming up. And Jason, I don't know if were you on, did you say you could make that meeting?
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, thanks. So I'll get back, and it sounds like we have 4 people that can make it. And like I said, Heather stressed that she would stress with her board about the masks. They were pretty good. I mean, not that was the entire board, but the ambassadors were pretty good about it in the being in the CA building, and I know it's a requirement. Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn to executive session for legal and real estate?
So moved.
Second.
Donna, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Torlina,
Aye.
Alderman Pellerito,
Aye.
Alderman Potter,
Aye.
Alderman Bernard,
Aye.
Alderman Law,
Aye.
motion carries.